Well, yeah, goblins in your hotel.
This is nothing new, of course. The freehold has been sending them there. I just didn't know there were that many of them.
Well, they did a great job of coming in and out when I wasn't there, so... And of course, regular people only saw regular people. Well, that's great. What did he want? The specific one that you guys were dealing with?
What did he want? He was just hanging out.
He seemed to just be wandering, doing whatever it is goblins do, wandering the streets at night. I don't believe he particularly wanted anything beyond just seeing what this town was.
Well, they tend to always want something. No deals were made?
Not with us.
Okay. Well, it's rather late, but is this something we should be concerned with? Worrisome?
Until the root problem is dealt with, honestly, the fact that there are goblins on this side is nothing we can do. Unless you plan to shove them all back across and shoot whichever ones come running out, there's nothing else we can do besides tolerate them for now.
Well, they haven't done anything to me as of yet. So as long as they are not a threat to me, I won't act as a threat to them.
It was the freehold's decision anyways, right? Like they're the ones housing them there.
It is their money paying for these rooms, yes. I suppose collectively ours. Do we pay taxes? How does that work?
No, there's no, tax. Not that kind of tax, at least. Some freeholds do require a glamour tax, but if this freehold does collect a glamour tax, they have not collected it from you at this time.
But either way, it is late. I don't know what time it is, but it's late, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Not much more else can be done tonight. I shall be retiring to sleep, and a new day tomorrow.
Alright. Is everybody else gonna stay at my place, or are you all scampering off?
Depends. You want to stick around, but otherwise...
I'm always fine having company.
So
Leaving me with my thoughts. As long as I have what?
Couch.
Oh, well, yes.
The couch.
Yes, I have a couch. It is open for anybody who's wanting to stay.
I'll join. Who knows, we might be able to hunt the hunter. We do have someone looking for us.
I'd rather not hunt the hunter. I'd rather keep away.
Keep away, of course, but when it comes down to a fight, you do what you can.
I'm not doing anything to attract a fight.
Yes, we've got to be ready for one
attracts a fight.
There are ways to attract it. I'm trying to avoid it.
Perhaps weapon drills tomorrow morning? Get everybody ready for a fight? No one else here can fight, and that's a little concerning.
You do whatever you want to do, but you want to go and do weapon drills, be my guest, but no. Count me out.
Well, it is high summer and you refuse to fight.
Yeah, because you know what happens to people who fight? They get killed.
And you know what happens to people who don't fight when they're being attacked? They also get killed.
No,
Unless
You
they run
escape.
away.
you escape and live. It's not rocket surgery.
You can't run away from your problems forever. You're gonna run out of ground.
Oh, I have made a lifetime of doing that. Trust me, you can.
I think all of us have made a lifestyle of running at this point. If that wasn't what we intended to do, then we wouldn't have escaped in the first place.
Running to better ground, yes, but now there's no need to run.
There's always a need to run. It's our thing. The huntsmen don't catch up with you coming in guns blazing. No, they'll get you another way. By the time you see it, that's it. It's too late.
Francis, will you be staying or will you be going?
I was gonna go to the Hollow this night. Sleep there. Change of scenery.
The scenery can be quite pleasant in the hedge, I do admit. Okay. Well, I have the day off tomorrow if anybody wishes to do anything. If not, it's just another day of surviving, I guess.
So with that, Sonya and Jimmy retire to the apartment. Leon, were you retiring in the apartment, or were you going to also go to the Hollow?
Most likely the Hollow.
And Lark, where were you going?
Also the Hollow. I want to spend time with my pet.
All right. As you guys enter into the hedge, and as thus the Hollow, paint me a word picture of what it is.
What do you mean? We just figured out we had this last session.
I know, right?
It is as whimsical as you would imagine, filled with thorns and ivy.
Yeah. Multicolored.
That's too stereotypical. We gotta have something like cool.
Something cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
there's a dragon statue made out of copper.
No, it's Dark Souls LARP. It's Lothric.
Is it tore down or is it height of power?
I don't know.
Oh, geez.
Depends on your definition.
And there you would also see some of the passages that I've made between both hollows.
This place sounds like a wreck.
This is what happens when people do not plan ahead.
I was not planning ahead.
Well, I started trying to describe it, but I guess Leon decided to rearrange the place while I wasn't there.
That's just
Move
one
the
section
furniture. Yeah, move the
that's
furniture around.
Decorated side, you know?
This isn't his main hollow, so I didn't think too much about it, honestly.
of it.
I just put a point in so we could have a 5-dot hollow.
So let's say a rainbow. Kind of like a cake, you know? You take a slice from every cake and you mush them together to make one cake. It's a giant rainbow.
We're living in a rainbow.
You taste all the colors of the wind, you know?
All
This is
right.
awesome.
Well, as horrifying as this may sound to everybody, we're just gonna move on to the next morning. Let's start off with our friends in the Hollow, though, first. As morning breaks. Or what you would assume morning is. Time not being what it is normally in the hedge.
Who else was in the Hollow? It was Francis,
Leon
Leon.
and Lark.
Okay. Well, it's breakfast time, so I'm gonna make some breakfast. Too much food again. Anything you guys don't eat, I eat.
Yeah. I'm gonna go outside and play with my mount. just skip breakfast. I'll take a.
You can't skip breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You can't skip breakfast. Here.
I'll grab a twig and walk out.
Gonna pay for that later.
I will eat a light meal, and well, I plan to go into the hedge, so I'm gearing for trouble.
I'm assuming as soon as he finishes his light breakfast, you begin to shovel what's left.
Pretty much, yeah. Wasteful, the lot of you. Can't even finish breakfast.
Full stomach only fosters idleness. Never eat a full stomach. You gotta stay prepared.
Don't know if I've ever been full.
That sounds like a you problem, my friend.
Lark, what is your mount that you're currently caring for at this time?
My mount is one of the predator mounts of the hedge. Don't make fun of me. His name is Squinks. He's a giant snake with wings and like a dorsal fin going all the way down of just like spikes. So pretty much like a mini dragon, I guess you guys can picture. He has like 2 front legs, no back legs, long sharp claws, kind of matching my color scheme of green and burnt orange. Going with that vibe. Yes, I have a picture too. I don't care. This is my pet. He is canon. No one touch him.
So,
Pooter.
with that,
Me.
Leon, you just heading out?
I mean, I'm gonna give final. Anybody else up for a brisk stroll through the hedge to see what's going on, or shall I be walking alone?
I will go and see. I am curious as to the sickness. Haven't looked at it myself.
I'll join as well. I can just ride on my mount.
So what specifically is the destination that you have in mind, Leon?
The goal is the nearest, like, the nearest goblin fruit that was similar to what the I don't even remember his stupid name that we gave him. What the goblin
Rum short stack.
Yeah, I'm gonna
short
ignore
stack.
that. Yeah, the goal is the nearest, I suppose, sick goblin fruit. Because I'm curious.
Go ahead and give me wits plus... I'm debating between survival or occult here. I think occult would fit. Excellent. As you make your way through the hedge, of course, shapes its way. This is definitely not a trot of any sort. You are having to make your own way, forge your own path through the hedge. But on what feels roughly like an hour, once again, time being mysterious in the hedge, that's when you start to come across these black vines. And occasionally, they have misshapen fruit. Some of them are the same color as the one Rum Short Stack showed you. Others are vastly different in color, shape, and size. There's no uniformity among any of these. This definitely... Roll me a perception.
Oh, well, that's worrying. My perception's honestly all very average. but we're doing good. Statistics is on my side.
Ooh, 2.
You both look around. This almost seems like it was cultivated at one point. As if, not necessarily that the sickness itself is being cultivated in this location, rather this was a grove of goblin fruit at one point that has succumbed to this plague.
And this is what failure to tend your crops brings you, I suppose.
Can I walk up and take a piece? How is the hedge looking? Is it like...
It's black.
Is it... Okay, is it moving? Is it like...
It moves only when you make it move.
Okay, so I'm not gonna walk up to it. I'm gonna take a note from previous games. I'm gonna throw a rock at it.
At what exactly?
At the vine that's black, at the hedge.
You mean all the vines?
Yeah, we're kind of surrounded.
Just one. Just like if I can hit one, you know? Not aggressively, just like a little light toss, you know?
I mean, the hedge provides a rock for you to throw, and it hits the vine. It's a rock hitting a vine, I mean.
Okay, I know I'm just personal waters. Like, is it aggressive? Will it like whiplash me in the face? I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna
just always yes.
No, I'm just gonna take one of the fruit and like just back up to group. Just walk up, pick one, back up. I just want to examine it a bit better.
All right, give me.
No.
No, this isn't. Give me a wits plus occult, or wits plus survival, whichever one's better for you. I'd even settle for investigation here.
Let's do occult. I got 2 on that. Wits 3, 5. Okay.
Two.
Okay.
It looks like a goblin fruit. As you kind of begin to move it between your fingers, you can feel the consistency is very, very soft. Which then, of course, leads to the next motion of squeezing it slightly. As you squeeze it, you can definitely, for lack of a better term, it's like popping a pimple.
Oh, come on. Why that imagery?
And as it pops in your hand, when you open your hand back up, you see probably roughly about 1,000 worms in your hand.
No, drop it. Shake it off. Check my hand. Anything crawling up it?
I mean, the sickening, fruit that you just crushed in your hand, yeah, it's sticky, and there's still some of the like worm things stuck in your hand, essentially, or stuck on your hand.
That's gross. I'm gonna dig in my little pouch I got on me, take out like a little jar, and just like capture the ones left on my arm and take them back to the hedge. I mean the hollow. Examine those things later. Anything else?
We want those in the hollow?
Okay, well, I'll do this outside the hollow. I'll keep it in a safe, contained environment.
Now the question, are they all wormed? I shall pull out my blade, and I'm just gonna start, not like not like swinging, chopping, but just kind of, if they're as squishy as I think they are, I'm just kind of poke them and kind of flick them up a little bit to cut.
Unlike when Larkspur did it, it's more like you're slicing open pimples, and all the white liquid goo falls out of it, and yes, each time you do this, these tiny little worms, for lack of a better phrase, come spilling out.
That's gross.
Since I just broke open their nursery, are the ones on the ground now freezing to death? Like, or are they just trying to find a place to hide?
They're already gone.
They're gone?
Burrowed into the ground, most likely.
Blah.
Well, this fits with the story that the goblin was speaking of. All the fruit appears to be wormed now. I wonder if dewormer would work here.
Was like
Most
a
likely.
pesticide?
Yes, not a mortal version, but leave things in the hedge long enough and they take on an aspects of the Fae. If we were to
We will go ahead and put a pin while Leon considers that thought. Jimmy, Sonya, you awakened from your night's sleep. It was restful, at least compared to last night.
I walk over to Jimmy and I kind of lightly shake him awake. Jimmy! He's swatting. Jimmy? Oh. It's morning. I wasn't sure if you had plans today.
No. What day is it?
It's Friday.
No.
Friday morning? No? Oh.
I'm free.
Well, I made a pot of coffee. I don't have much food. I haven't... Well, I think Leon cleaned me out. I'll have to... Or not Leon, I'm sorry. Francis.
You can't do this to me.
Leon's like, I'm being attacked for no reason.
Francis cleared me out, so I only really have coffee and some toast.
Right, no, I'll go with the supermodel diet, you know. Appreciate it.
I've been in a haze lately, but I forgot. Did you ever find your band?
No, I had a look for them online, but I'm not exactly. Well, when missing internet was like, it was in its youth. Now it's like it's just a few things. So I haven't really worked it out that well. Tried searching for it a couple of times, but GM, did I find anything? Or
You would have found at least some base level information. But mostly your band used stage names. It seems like a lot of names went dark.
yeah, well,
The only one that definitely, you would definitely know their real name and be able to find some information on is definitely, yourself.
right, yeah, well, no, I found this thing, and it was, you know, little bits about me and things like that. But the band is like a couple of pages on the encyclopedia one. It's like didn't say much really. Just Junction were London-based grunge bands, and they split up in 1993. That was it. But then it was some time after I went missing, I guess. So I don't know the story there. It's probably something.
Perhaps you were the glue of the band.
Doubt it. It was just I was young, impetuous, and opinionated. Probably me that broke us up, with the when they leave something else behind, don't they?
What do you intend to do now? Is there anything I can do? I recently acquired a laptop. I don't know how to use it too much, but I could help.
I never asked when you were. When did you go? When did you, get taken?
Honestly, time was so strange. Sometimes it would seem everyone got affected differently. It felt like decades. I almost want to say back home, but it wasn't a home. But so far, my friend from my life before is still here. She recently moved the town over, which is, I guess, better, but it almost seemed like time didn't affect this little city either. It almost seemed stuck in time, really. So when I came back, I want to move forward, but how do you move forward when you feel stuck in time?
Well, that's the riddle that we've got to unravel, isn't it? You don't. I'm just thinking, like most of my friends now, they'd be in their 50s, I guess.
Wow.
We were the Fight Club generation, and you know what? When you grow up and you realise you become your car keys. That's the real tragedy, isn't it? The one thing you swore you'd never be.
Unfortunately, I was never the musical type, so I can't really assist you in reforming a band. But physically, you still look young. I would think you can maybe make a new band.
Possibly. It's from what I've heard, though, I don't think there's much call for what we did.
I think we got this. I've seen plenty of young traveling singers, songwriters stop by the hotel. There is I thought it was a jazz club, but apparently it's just a club that has open mic. Maybe you can go.
You know what? Why not?
So, well, it's Friday night. We'll put on our best threads and, well, I guess we have plans then.
Look forward to it. See if open mic nights have improved in 30 years.
Will you be
Somehow doubt
registering for this open mic night? Or will you just be going to watch?
Yeah, I'll put my name down.
Right.
Why not?
So that
Not
phone.
my name. You keep that quiet. I'll put down an alias.
Okay. Gonna say. What alias do you put down? He's like, please, hurry.
Name generator, please.
Come on, name generator.
I'm just wondering if I go with something that's incredibly offensive if you pronounce it a certain way. Yeah, why not? I'll put down Michael Hunt.
Let me write it down.
Is this a name that you've used in the past, or is this something?
No,
Okay, fair enough.
I obviously know the name, and if you say it, especially with a London accent, it is
Yeah,
very childish and very funny.
fair enough.
Did you just get it?
No. No, and probably my character wouldn't understand it either. So she's just like, that's a lovely name.
If you say so.
All right, so open mic is not till later in the evening, so how do you guys pass your day away? In the meantime.
Probably get a little bit of practice in. But other than that, Sonya, what are you... You're taking out time for me this evening. What do you want to do?
I have nothing much other than maybe restocking my fridge. I'm kind of starting to think maybe perhaps I should put a padlock.
Well, I haven't got much, but I can throw a little bit in at least.
The day's nice. We can just walk to the market. It's only a few blocks away. Yeah.
Why not? Still finding my way around. Appreciate the unofficial tour guide.
Excellent. We'll take a nice walk and I'll show you the area. By the end of it, you'll know where everything is. It's very small.
Appreciate it.
Walk around the town, much as Sonya stated. Does not take very long. The grocery store that you chose is unfortunately one of those bigger box stores. You know, the place that in their name in Mart. As you are grabbing groceries, it is relatively busy in there, or at least busy for this town, Hanover. Can both of you roll me a perception check? Alright. Sonya, take the inspired condition perception.
Okay.
Well, just gonna go off of Sonya here since she got the exceptional success.
Mm-hmm.
You're the first one to notice it. You, specifically Sonya, notice your husband in the grocery store. He hasn't noticed you. His back's turned. He's looking at some frozen food of some sort. Jimmy, however, this person that you see looking at frozen food looks over at you briefly, but the face isn't the face of a human. It shifts and contorts into the helmet.
Turn around and can I get a bead on Sonya?
Give me wits plus empathy.
What?
Sonya, I'm assuming you haven't made any outward noises yet. What exactly does Jimmy see while looking at you?
I'm sorry, as in like my outer appearance or internally?
He succeeded on his empathy roll, so he's essentially trying to get a read on your emotion, so a little bit of your body language and how that would interpret into your emotional state currently.
Well, she is frozen on her tracks. If you had a stethoscope, that thing. Yeah, that thing. Her heart rate has increased. Her skin tone, you thought it was pale then. It just completely washes out. You would think she's ill. She's it's a cold sweat and just staring blankly. Internally, she's screaming at herself to move, to run, but her legs are frozen.
I'm gonna make my way towards her, but sort of just glance back as subtly as I can at the worst of the figure as well.
As you reach her and you glance back, the man has closed the door to the freezer area and has started walking away. No longer clad in iron, no longer the gigantic iron elk horns coming out of the helmet, just moving in the opposite direction from you.
Sonya.
Yes. I'm here.
Well,
I think we got everything. We got everything that we needed. We can go now. We can and I start kind of like, you know, in the freezer section, you know how it fogs over? I'm trying to like wipe away the fog.
Sonya, you're doing it on me. Remember, where are you? Tell me where you are.
We are home. I'm home? No. We are at the store. We're at the store. And I think we got everything that we needed, and we can go now. We can go check out now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, let's yeah. Thanks for showing me around. It's probably best we head back.
As you guys wait in line for the grocery, or to pay for the groceries, we'll go ahead and revisit Leon, Francis, and Lark.
But yes. I wonder if we could simply kill the worms like any other infection. Obviously, I mean, I say obviously like there's anything obvious in the hedge. But I suspect normal medicines to do it would likely not be quite effective.
Yeah. To kill the youngsters, you must kill the parent. So, are we gonna start digging? As she looks down to the ground, start kicking it.
Actually, this is a good time to ask.
Nope.
Leon,
Yes.
how many of these have you cut open?
Probably about 5 until I realized they all seem to be worms, just all in a line.
All right. So you were kicking at the ground.
Dodge.
I mean, yeah, I was.
What is your defense?
I got hedge senses, so I got a plus something here. Hold on, my defense 5.
Okay, and what does Hedge sense do, actually? Out of
1
curiosity.
second, I'm scrolling back. I'm panicking. Great, my book closed. Hold on.
Is that a merit?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
merit.
It's like the
Fuck.
changeling version of like vampires' keen senses.
Yeah, like, hold up. Hold
Okay.
up.
Your character is especially skilled at finding her way in the hedge. Gain 2 die bonus to all rolls to navigate the hedge and to find icons, food, shelter, or goblin fruit there.
Okay.
Ah!
So, nope. 5 defense. All right.
Wait. I got something else. I got cloak of leaves. I got leaves. Anything trying to do a supernatural attack or physical attack that does something.
Is that a contract that you have to invoke?
Nope, that's a merit. It's an autumn merit. Autumn's only.
The look on Francis's face.
It is a merit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
111. Yeah, anyone using a supernatural ability cause damage or inflict physical till upon character suffers a penalty equal to the dots in this merit. I only got 1 dot.
Well, I hate to say this. This is not a supernatural ability.
Teeth.
No, not teeth.
Claw?
It's a giant worm. I'm gonna get swallowed.
A sandworm. The spice must flow.
No, God, no.
As you kind of kick, feel something like a needle prick through your shoe, and as you quickly move your foot, a worm that's roughly about 10 feet long begins to make its way out of the ground with its proboscis stuck in your boot.
Shotgun.
Oh no! I'm gonna cut that sucker off and run.
Instantly shotgun.
Oh, hey.
Yep. I'm gonna try to cut that off my foot, and I'm gonna just book it. I'm gonna get. Where's my mount? Where are you, boy? Come here, boy. Where is he? He's right next to me, right?
You're gonna shotgun it? Go ahead and give me your shotgun.
Let me just double check if because I may get a bonus to it, but I just gotta double check because of mantle. I guess I'm not really actively defending the Freehold against a Fey threat, unless, I mean, she's a member of the Freehold. Is this a Fey threat?
This is not Fey.
Alright, then I don't get any bonuses. Oh. These are sad days.
Not Fey, but it's in the hedge?
Yeah, it's Contagion Man.
Yeah, I figured.
Get with the picture. Oh no.
Do you miss with a shotgun?
Oh, no.
I didn't have. I get 9 again, but I didn't roll any 9s. Oh wait, I have a specialty. Hold on. I need another dice.
One dice. Hey.
Oh, there we go. So that's 4 damage total.
Well, that's a 9. It's 9 again, right?
No, you're right. Oh, that's another 9. That's another.
Why?
Okay.
Right, so
Why is
6
this happening to
damage
me?
total.
That was
awesome. You should do that more often. Just
I
roll all your
hope
dice
so.
singular.
Yeah, okay. Adds more suspense, doesn't?
As the shotgun blast goes off and the pellets hit this thing, it quickly removes the proboscis from your foot as you begin to run away as well, Lark. It kind of makes this whistling noise. It's not really like a scream, it's very much more a whistle. As it kind of squirms around and begins to look both at Leon and Francis, or at least you think it's looking at you. You honestly can't really tell, it doesn't have eyes or anything.
Still above ground, though, correct?
Yes, it's still above ground.
3 seconds after that first shot, there's a second shot coming.
And I'm whistling for my Fey mount at this point.
You're dipping?
Well, I'm whistling for it to come. Whether I dip or not depends on what happens.
Well, your Fey mount is going to be on its way. What does your Fey mount look like?
It's a giant armored mantis.
Okay. All right. Leon, what's your defense again?
Hold on, let me put my shield at 6.
6. Do. 6. Oh, yeah, it'd be minus.
Since it's clearly attacking me, can I argue that I am acting as a protector, bodyguard, or champion for someone else?
It's attacking you directly. I think.
Yeah, but I intervened on behalf of my body.
I feel like you're
protecting by opening fire.
I feel like you're stretching that.
All right, that's fine.
All right, it lunges towards you, and you're able to bat its proboscis away with your riot shield thing. It's your go.
Shotgun. Alright, let me not forget my specialty this time, because that saved me last time.
Oh.
7 damage. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. This thing, as your second blast goes off, a chunk of it falls apart and kind of flays open. It's weird the way it flays open. It almost looks like as if you cut it open with a sword, but it's doing it on its own. And as it does so, more of these worms, but much smaller versions of it, begin to squiggle out and work their way back into the ground.
Oh, not a no. I want to cast something. Can I cast things?
You're running away. Aren't you?
I'll throw it back. I'll throw the spell at him.
What are you throwing? What contract are you using?
A common one, Autumn's Fury. Changeling harness the power of a storm to scorn his enemies. And I'm gonna add some lightning into this. What do I roll again? It cost me 2.
2 glamour?
So we don't get glamour back that often, right?
And for you to be able to spend 2 glamour in one turn, you would need to be weird 2.
What does weird do again?
Weird
That's
is your
true.
power stat.
Yeah.
Weird is my power stat. Oh, what?
It'll just take you 2 turns to cast it.
Yep.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna just hop on my mount and just cast it.
Start casting it, okay?
Start casting it, yeah.
Your praying mantis has arrived.
Aha! Okay, all right.
Your Uber service has arrived.
Well, I'm going to get on it because I don't want to be on the ground with that thing, and I'm going to have it attack the worm. Stabby, stabby, slashy, slashy.
Oh, you have a predator too?
Yes. The mantis.
Nice. Glad I wasn't the only one.
It's a giant praying mantis. So a dice pool of 6.
Minus its defense at 7.
What? 7 defense. All right, so that's going to be a chance die then, right?
Yeah. Unless it can willpower.
Can it? It has 5 willpower.
So it can.
It has goodwill.
Yeah, it can
So
willpower.
So that would be 2 dice then, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it misses.
And you had it set for chance.
That's right. Because I was expecting chance. Try that again. 1 success.
Okay.
That's plus 2 lethal, I assume.
Plus 2 lethal? Okay.
A successful strike from the creature's kick or claw inflicts the knockdown tilt. I don't know if that matters for a worm.
No, not for a worm. All right. And it's at this point that this thing begins to try and burrow itself back down. As your praying mantis comes back, its sides, I guess, technically.
Yeah.
Come back and like literally it has just worms wriggling all over it.
Gross. Shake those off.
Leon, you have one chance. If you miss your shot here, it is going to be completely under the ground again.
Oh, one chance, you say, huh? Well,
One shot. One opportunity.
well then I suppose I fire.
As it's trying to squirm its way into the ground, that last shot causes it to erupt and burst. And I mean, quite literally, it explodes kind of like a firework. And yeah, it's a bunch of these little tiny worms being spewed out into the air.
It's raining, man. Hallelujah, it's raining, man.
The shield.
Rain and worms, yes.
Just
Protect me,
put
Mantis.
the shield between, well, the mist of worms and myself, I suppose.
Okay, everybody else, I need dexterity plus athletics.
Don't I get concealment from my mantis? Yeah, partial concealment.
Aren't you riding on top of it?
Yeah, armor shell. Plates of thick chitin or stone cover the beast, gains 3/2 armor, and provides partial concealment to anyone currently riding.
Nice.
Okay, then you should be fine too. So I just need Lark to give me that roll.
All right, what was that roll one more time?
Dexterity plus athletics.
Athletics. Okay. Should I roll for my mount too? Because I am on my mount.
No, you're...
No? Okay.
You're able to get out of the rain, so to speak. And by rain, I mean the rain of worms. Along with your mount.
That's good. Does my spell go off yet?
It would be going off now.
Yay! Let's shock these suckers. I got lightning in this. Let me see.
So there's lightning coming down here.
Only I can direct it at the enemies. Even if you guys are in a mist, I can still specifically shock the enemies. And all these worms, I'm gonna just fry them up. Let me see, what was that? Presence roll. Okay, presence, occult. Okay, I can do that. I think. What's my occult? I got 2. And presence. 2. Okay, not a bad roll. Guys, I got 4. This is gonna be good, okay? Groovy vibes. Groovy vibes. 1 lethal to all of them.
Alright, that is not enough to kill them as they rain down to the ground and burrow.
Warning shot. I'm a threat. I got lightning.
It's a worm.
It's lots of worms.
Big worm. Remember me.
Big
And
worm bad.
just as an FYI, the amount of worms that were released by that little explosion were far more than the amount that the tomatoes or the goblin fruit produced.
Figured.
You have just finished listening to this week's episode of Changeling the Lost 2nd Edition. Once more into the Hedge, part of the Domain Gaming's Contagion Anthology. Written and told by Wyverian. A special thanks to you, the listener, and if you wish to continue supporting us, subscribe, like, and share. And as always, comments are welcomed. Until the next chapter, don't stop asking yourself,
How do you find the lost beauty in the agony of this life?